A wild turn of events. Justin Lee Fisher, the process server that was charged with criminal trespassing for attempting to serve legal paperwork on Travis Kelsey's property, he reached out to me. He texted me and he goes, I want to get the story out. And I was like, bet, let's do it. Justin said that him and his family have watched my videos and they felt like I would be a good local person to get the story out. And that, he was very careful with everything he said. There are things that he's legally not able to tell me, like who he was there to serve and who he was serving it on behalf of. Now, I know because somebody's going to ask me, he did confirm that he was there to serve a subpoena to testify at a deposition in a civil action. He did not say who it was for or who it was on behalf of. So, just as a disclaimer, I've been talking with Justin. Still, we're texting because I had follow-up questions and things, but he did give me permission to post this audio. I confirmed it with him. We're kosher. In addition, I did have to clip it in order to, I think at times there were pronouns that were used and sometimes there was like some opinion that was thrown in there. So I clipped things up just to protect both of us, but I did want to put this all together because my YouTube got a little messy. So here's the concise clip. You want to ask what prompted you to reach out? Why did you want to talk today?
Just kind of clear up some things that happened. I mean, you read the articles that initially came out. There's a lot of misstatements of what happened and why I was there and why I was there at such a crazy hour. The subpoena was attempted to be served several times that day.
Really?
Once in the morning at the residence by a different agent. But the gate was actually locked open, so he just drove down there and was actually spoken to by the security guards and was told to leave. It's a gated community, so there's the initial gate, and then his residence also has a gate.
Yeah.
And so the first gate was open, he drove down to it and was met by the security guards, told to leave, so he left. That agent and another agent attempted to serve the subpoena at a football game.
Okay.
Tried several times. They were there outside the suite for pretty much the whole game, and probably a couple hours afterwards, attempting to serve it, and were denied every time. So they were unsuccessful.
So when did you get the assignment? What information were you given about the service attempt?
I was contacted by my boss who sends me my cases the night before asking, because I was on a different case from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. He contacted me asking if I would be able to if I could do a few hours after that, probably 3-4 hours of work to serve this paperwork if needed, in case the other agents weren't able to, if they weren't successful. So yeah, I got probably about 8:45. I initially went to the residence to see if they were there. The game would have been over, but it was the gate was locked and didn't appear to be anybody at home. From what I can tell, you can't really see the residents. I just did an educational guess of where I thought they would be, and so I went to the new fancy restaurant that has started within the last month or so.
Yeah, I know which one that was, yeah.
I was talking with some people that were waiting around that verified this person was inside the restaurant. So I attempted to serve the subpoena at the door. One of the doormen said, wait here. Went inside, came outside with, I'm guessing the head of the restaurant security or something. So we were shut down there, so I just hung outside the restaurant until it was probably about 1:45. Saw a white SUV move from one side of the road over to in front of the what's kind of like a service entrance garage door where they make deliveries. The garage door opened and a high luxury SUV came out along with another SUV, and the convoy took off. So I followed. We followed pretty much the route back coming from the residence. I knew where they were going. So once we got off the highway, came to a stoplight on the exit ramp, and I got ahead of the convoy and beat him to the residence.
Okay.
So I got ahead of him. I went and parked my car on the side street and just went and stood down by the little gatehouse and stood in plain view at the gatehouse. I wasn't trying to hide or anything. Then their convoy showed up a few minutes later, and gate opened. They drove right by me, didn't even see me. As soon as the third one went through.
You mean you left your ninja outfit at home, like you weren't had to just covered in blood? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Okay.
No, I mean, I had a gray shirt and khaki pants on.
You're like, I was sticking out like a sore thumb. No, I get you. At this point in time, I want to address the fact that Justin did express that, it crosses his mind, his safety. Like, he's not going to just hide in the bushes or like wear dark clothing because he doesn't want to get pew-pewed. So, which makes so much sense. I guess that makes a lot of sense. So throughout this, you may ask questions like, and I thought about it, like, why would you walk in the middle of the street if you're trying to, like, he wasn't trying to sneak up there. He was just trying to do his job. So keep that in mind.
But I walked up on that one SUV sitting there in front of their gate. He was too into his phone to notice me, so I just walked right past him. But I just walked past him. I stayed in the road the whole time. One of the SUVs that was in the convoy was parking. And agent stepped out, and I yelled at him. I just yelled, "Hey, I'm a legal process server. I'm here to serve so-and-so a subpoena."
Oh, you identified yourself.
Yeah, I had my hands up, had the paperwork in my hand.
Damn, real? Oh my gosh. Okay.
He shined his flashlight on me, didn't say a word to me, and disappeared. Nobody.
He shined a flashlight on you with your hands in the air as you were saying, "I'm a legal process server here to serve papers," and then he walked away.
Yep, didn't say a word and disappeared. And everybody disappeared.
Justin, they disappeared?
Everybody disappeared. I couldn't see a soul. And so I was probably standing out there whistling, trying to make somebody come out and talk to me. Nobody would, so I went over to the keypad by his gate. It has kind of like a little doorbell thing on it, so I pushed it. And said, "Again, I'm a legal process server. I'm here to serve so-and-so the subpoena." Nobody said a word to me. Nobody answered. Nobody said nothing. And then probably a minute later, I heard sirens. I was like,
You're like, damn, that's for me.
Yeah, I heard sirens. I was like, that's probably for me, but maybe not. But about a minute later, they were pulling up. And you'd think for a trespasser, they'd show up a little more, kind of hot and heavy, but guy just kind of...
Was it just like one guy? Yeah.
What's going on? Initially one, and then I think two others showed up about a minute later, maybe.
Yeah.
He got out and was like, "Hey, what's going on?" I'm like, "Well, I'm standing there with my hands up again, and like, I'm identified myself. I'm legal process server here to serve some paperwork."
Well, let me ask too, maybe a little bit more about the procedure because you've done this for a while. So I know that there's a lot of people that are confused about how process serving works when somebody has legal representation. Yeah. So can you talk me through like the procedure you follow? Like, is it normal to serve the individual directly, or do you typically serve their attorney?
Normally, you have to serve them directly. They kind of vary state to state. The process is, you're supposed to hand it to them, or if they refuse it, just drop it at their feet, and you've been served.
One last question here. If there was just one thing that you would want the public to know or to understand that, isn't in the news coverage now, what would it be?
I would say, I was there for a legal purpose. I didn't jump any fences. I was there at a crazy hour of 2 o'clock because that's when they got home. And that it was attempted, the process was attempted to be served several times that day.
Okay.